Hi everyone, I'm Nikki Hart and welcome to a new episode of Design Like a Pro. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a simple tip that is new in InDesign CC that has saved me a lot of time when selecting colors. Now, it is important to note that this is something that you can only access in the latest version of InDesign CC. So if you have older versions of it, this feature may not be available to you. And because of that, I'm going to show you quickly how I used to select colors for my designs so that if you don't have access to that tool, you still can see how to do this without it. And why would I do this? First of all, a lot of times for my projects, I'm given logos or other design elements, and I'd like to pull colors from those so that as I continue with new design projects based on that same look and feel or logo, I'm matching everything. So InDesign allows you to select colors individually, which is how I used to do this, to be able to build my color palette for my projects. And you can also do this if you're not really sure about what colors to use. You can pull from images you're already using or photos or things like that. So how does that work? Well, the first thing we want to do is make sure that our Swatches palette is open, and you can see by default we just have the colors that open automatically when we create a new document. And from here I would come over to my eyedropper tool and select that and come over and just click on a color. And you can see here that it fills whatever we have, in this case the stroke, but it fills our color over here so you can see a preview of what that looks like. And you can also see that here in the Swatches palette as well. So we don't need to do anything except come over here and click on New Color Swatch. And most often you're going to need to change this to CMYK if you're working in InDesign. More often than not, you're working on a print project, so we want to make sure that it's CMYK. Just so you know, by default, InDesign automatically selects that color as RGB based on the photo that you dropped in. So if your photo has an RGB color space, it's going to pull the RGB color by default. But you can go ahead and convert this to CMYK, click Add, and done. And you can see that now we have that nice teal color ready to go in our Swatches palette, and we can use it for any designs going forward in this document. If we want to do this again, we would just be able to click the eyedropper again and come over here and click the orange color and do the same thing. New color swatch, change this to CMYK, add, and now we have the orange as well. So the downside to this is that you have to do that every single time that you want a new color from your document. And so if you're really trying to pull a lot of colors, it can be a somewhat lengthy process. So the new feature in InDesign allows this to be a lot quicker and a lot more kind of organic and creative as well. So you're not just stuck with certain colors. So we're going to look at that tool next. It is found in our eyedropper panel as well, but now we have a new option called the color theme tool. You can see that the shortcuts for this are I, so you can actually cycle through both eyedroppers by clicking I and I again, or you can click it through this palette. And you can see that I already have some colors that appear here in my color theme tool, but we get that by just clicking on our document and creating colors from that document. So we have 5 colors here that are automatically pulled by InDesign based on our document. So it's pulling the most prominent colors that appear within this document for us to use. And if I click on this arrow, we also have some different variations of this theme. We start with the colorful theme, but we have a bright option, a dark option, and a deep option, so we can choose what works best for us. Most of the time I just stick with the colorful option. It's the most accurate representation of the colors within the document, and I usually don't need too many other variations from that, but you definitely can do so if you want to. And then when you're ready, you can add this theme to your swatches just by clicking on this icon here, and you can see that it adds those colors, every single one of them, as new CMYK swatches right to our Swatches palette over here. So we have easy access to all of these colors so that we can use them in our designs. And you have some options here as well. You can click on the title of our folder and we can right click on that, go to color group options. You can rename this theme if you want to brand colors, and we hit OK, and then now we have changed the name of our folder. So putting this in folders really helps us keep everything organized away from other colors. And this way we can always reuse this if we want to within our document and have easy access to our colors. And so this is how I go on now with my projects and being able to pull colors from my document and moving on. And as you continue to add new photos to your designs, you can continue to pull different colors from that. I use it mostly to pull logo colors really quickly, but again, you have options to get inspiration just from pulling colors from photographs or other images in InDesign. So there you have it, a quick way to utilize the new color theme tool in InDesign CC 2014, which allows you to pull colors from your logos, photos, images, whatever you have available with ease. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know if this tool is helpful for you or how you see it increasing the productivity of your workflow. If you haven't, please subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the latest and greatest here at Design Like a Pro. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.